Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to kind of move around on Weebly and how to use Weebly to make a website. The things we're going to go over are how to choose a theme, adding basic elements like title, text, pictures, creating a text link, add a YouTube video, add a document or file, add pages, add subpages, and then finally how to publish it. So we'll kind of go through each one of these, and I'll kind of talk the way through it here. So the first thing that we're going to kind of take a look at doing here is choosing a theme. I chose this kind of restaurant burger theme here, but you can really choose from quite a bit of different themes. If you come up here and you click on theme, and then you go to change theme. It might take a little bit to load, but there is a lot of different themes that you can pick from on here. Like I said, I picked this one right here, but really anything that's going to work for you, you can pick from there. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep this theme here. And the first thing that I wanted to do, so we kind of talked about choosing a theme. And the next thing I kind of want to talk about is adding these basic page elements. So when it comes to like a title, it's really fairly easy. You come up over here to your basic, you should see a basic kind of notifier up here. And you come up here, and if I want to put in a title, there already is one here, but for example purposes, I could add whatever title I wanted. Now I've got an example title there as I put, but you can put anything there. That's how they would have done it on this one right here. So that's how you add a title to it. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that really quick so we have enough room to work here. So there's a lot of different things on this page that we'll kind of go over eventually, but like I said, right now we're just going over the basic things that you can do. The next thing you can do is add text. That's right here. You can kind of drag that over really anywhere you want. Just put it right here, I guess, if we want. And we can add text right here. So really all it is kind of just dragging where you want it to be, and then of course you can kind of change the size. Next thing you can do is if you want to put a link in here, really what you do is you can click on the link, go to website URL, and you can insert any URL that you want to, really. So we can probably do, I don't know, let me just do google.com really quick. Get our link in here. Kind of click out of there, and we've got our link. That will take us to our website. And again, this is just an example, so kind of a really quick way to do it there. But again, you can really put anything in there, whatever link you want to put in there. I just wanted to use an easy one for instructional purposes. Then the next thing we're going to talk about here, so we've kind of added a title, we've added text, we still need to add pictures, so I'll go back to that. Showed you kind of how to create a text link in there. We're going to go back to the pictures one though. So pictures is pretty easy too. If I go in here and I drag image out into here, I can go ahead and upload an image. And I'll show you how to do that, but I actually want to go down here so it makes a little more sense. So I already did this once. I was kind of looking at the page, and they have a menu option and like a choice of some of their sides that they put. So one of them was boiled peanuts. Never actually had boiled peanuts before, but I'm going to show you how I did that, how I put that picture in there. So like for instance, if this restaurant wanted to put, pictures of each one of these sides here. So again, you just drag that in here. I'll try to do it to the best of my ability here. Probably isn't going to line up perfectly, but again, just for instructional purposes. And what you do is you click on that, You'll upload a photo from your computer, or you can look at an image URL too and just type in the URL of that image. I'm just going to go ahead and do it from my computer since I already have it on here. I took a screenshot. I'm just going to drag it from my desktop right in there. Oops, sorry. Actually, I don't think we should drag it from the desktop. I think you have to click and add it. So we're going to go from my desktop and upload screenshot. Sorry, for some reason I thought you could drag it in there. So it'll take a little bit to upload, but once it does, you should see that image pop up right there. And that's how I did it the first time. So again, thought you could kind of drag it in there, but I guess you have to actually click on upload from your computer and then find the file that way, which is fine, still pretty easy. So that's how you add a picture. Again, pretty straightforward, actually a really easy site to use. Just drag those buttons over and then you can pretty much do whatever they say. So title, text, image, you can add links, you know, all kinds of things. So we've kind of gone over those first 3 bullet points there. We've chosen a theme. I showed you how to choose a different theme. We've added those basic page elements. We created a text link. Now we're going to add a YouTube video. This one's really easy to do as well. So what you do is you can go down where it says media here, and really anywhere you want on here, just kind of like everything else. You can add a YouTube video. So we're going to go and drag it up here. And again, don't worry about the formatting issue on here. So what you do is you click on that box and you go and you can put in your YouTube video URL. I actually already have one pulled up here for this purpose. This is well, since the theme was burger oriented, I'd pick a burger video, so that's what we're going to do off of YouTube. So you literally just go to YouTube, find the video you want, and copy in the URL, and then really all it is about is clicking outside of it, and there's our video. And it should work on there too. So again, you can play that video. Right now we're in the build and the screen cast, so I won't do that right now, but yeah, right now you should be able to play that video on your website, so it's ready to go. So again, it's just as straightforward as dragging whatever it is you want onto your page. In this case, it was just a YouTube video. And again, I know it looks kind of, it might be kind of clustered right now, but just for example purposes, so you can put these things really anywhere you want to put them. So that's how you add a YouTube video. So the next thing I want to talk about is how to add a document or a file. This is pretty easy to do as well. You just add, just drag over that file button onto here, and this is kind of what it looks like. When you do that, it says click here to upload file. So we're going to go ahead and upload a file. Upload file from your computer. I'm just going to pull one from my desktop again that I've kind of already kind of created for this. It's a PDF here of a top secret recipe. Since it's food oriented, I thought I'd call it that. So you can add those files there, files like that. This happens to be a PDF file, but that's exactly how you add it onto there. You can title it anything you want, really. So you can position it different names, like I said, and you can title it anything you want. Maybe since it's on a website, we can make it look a little more professional, not necessarily a file name. So it kind of changes the name there. But anyway, it's pretty straightforward. Again, just as easy as everything else, really just dragging and for the most part searching on your computer for the thing that you want to put in here. It's very user friendly. So we've kind of talked about the first half of this, a little more than the first half. And we're getting down to adding pages and sub pages, which are really straightforward, again, just like everything else. So the way you would do that is you would go to your Pages tab up here. And I've already kind of done this where if you want to add a new page, you can go to this Pages and hit the addition, and then you can kind of, depending on what type of page you want, I just did standard page, and I called it example page. I'm gonna call this one example page 2 since I already made an example page. Yeah, you can kind of add your title there, whatever you want to call, whatever you want to call it. It should, since the page name is example page, you can just put example page 2. And that's it. That's our new page. Again, I won't do a whole lot on there, but that's how you kind of add the new page. Now, one thing in here, and again, you can add whatever you want to this page, just the same way I showed you on the kind of the main page there. But one of the things you can do is if you don't want to create a page that's like a whole entire page by itself, you can make it a sub page. So if you look up here by example, you can kind of see that I did that under the home page. I put kind of a sub page in there and I called it example. The way you do that's pretty easy. It's just clicking and dragging. So right now, this example page, since it's aligned with every other page, is just its own standard page. But if I wanted to turn it into a page within a page or a sub page, I would just drag it over to the right a little bit, and now it's a sub page. And so basically what happens is when you're done here, and we can kind of go back here, but what'll happen is under home, you'll see this little drop down arrow and it'll go to this example page as well. So again, pretty easy to do. See, I'll show you what I'm talking about right here. None of these others have that because they're all just their own pages, but home does since we added that sub page. You can click down and there's your sub page. All right, so that's how to add a new page, and then that's how to turn a page into a sub page. And the last thing you'll want to do is once you're done with your site, and again, it's just an example site, but you just go up here and you hit publish. Once you're kind of done adding all of the things you want, is to go up here to this button called publish, and you'll hit that, click that. And what you'll do is, and I guess it kind of skipped this step, but there's a couple different ways you can do this. You'll get a window that basically asks you to come up with your own domain name, and you can do that, but you have to pay for it. But if you actually put just your own name in there, it will basically come up with this yourname.weebly.com, and that's kind of what I did. It'll give you like an option. You don't even have to just put your name. That's just what I did for this example video purpose. You can really put anything, but it'll on the bottom it'll have like a alternative thing you can do. So it won't be like a www.whatever-your-website-is.com. It'll just say whatever your website is .weebly.com. So it'll have that Weebly branding on it, which is okay because it allows you to have to get your domain name for free, and it allows you to publish your website for free. But again, if you want to call your website, whatever you want, www. Kind of the normal way, you'll have to pay a little bit of money to do that. But anyway, that's kind of how you use this site. Those are the basic things. We went over how to choose a theme, add basic page elements, create a link, add a YouTube video, add a document or a file. We added a PDF file, but again, you can do that with anything. How to add pages or make them sub pages, and then how to publish it. Thanks for watching.